Namo Adida Phat. Thanks so much for joining me for a daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This wonderful sound calls us back to our true home. The second mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, social injustice, stealing, and oppression, I vow to cultivate loving kindness and learn ways to work for the well-being of people, animals, plants, and minerals. I will practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. I'm determined not to steal and not to possess anything that should belong to others. I will respect the property of others, but I will prevent others from profiting from human suffering or the suffering of other species on earth. For our Dharma lesson, we've been reading More Than Mindfulness, Widening the Field of Practice by the Monastics of the Thai Forest Sangha. And we're continuing in a talk today by Ajahn Sucitto called Breathing Intelligence. Such energies can also form the basis for personal characteristics or life messages. One message, for example, may be the underlying sense that life is about being busy. That may be the blueprint of your energy in terms of the world around you, and it's compelling. With such a blueprint, the unsettledness of the world makes you feel unsettled. So you have to make things work. You've got to push to get things done. There's no space and not enough time. From this pattern and program arises the view, an abstract notion, that time is a mechanism that directs you and tracks you. You feel you have no options. Attachment to this view supports any message that the world is fixed in this way. People are fixed in that way. The scenario is like this. There's nothing I can do about it. That's external. Then internally, we might experience a similar locked message. I'm like this. I have these habits. I can't change. This compressed state becomes compulsive and establishes obligation. Be sure you do this. Don't let others down. You must always do this. Don't be spacious. Don't pause. Have something ready before it happens. Get things done quickly. In that fixed world and fixed self, we lose the freedom, agility, clarity, and flexibility of the citta. It's unbalanced, not at ease. This view and the energy play out in terms of the approach to mindfulness of breathing. One feels that as, I have to make this breathing work. I have to try to get concentrated. What are the steps I have to take to be mindful of breathing? In this way, psychological pressure gets added onto something that's not psychological at all. Breathing is just breathing. It's embodied, and that's why we refer to it, in order to manage and get release from the psychological energies that our mind has established through personal history or social pressure. These support agitation, contraction, and seeing and needing more things to do. This energy gets felt and leaves its reflexes in the breathing body, and by affecting the citta, it affects our view of the world and ourselves. In order to come out of such reflexes, you can't adopt their strategies. You can't adopt the strategy of what to do next, of preparing for the next breath before it happens. Nor can you adopt the strategy of, I should be this way, because those strategies come from the same reflex that you're trying to release. Trying to meditate, to get concentrated, may be a well-intentioned idea, but the direct energy of it carries the same message as, I have to get to work to get things done. The energy that lies behind the words is not supportive for liberation, nor did the Buddha advocate that message. He didn't teach, You have to be mindful for every moment. He taught, directly know you're breathing in. Directly know you're breathing out. Know what's happening, not what you have to make happen. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Namo Adida Phat. Thanks so much for joining me today.